with the cold weather, but soon it will be time to transition your garden for the warmer season. And goodness, are we all looking forward to spring? Joining us today with some tips to help update your garden and the importance of soil testing is Dr. Joe Willis. Good morning, Dr. Joe.
Good morning, Shelby.
All right, so you brought me some pansies this morning because you're saying these are very cold hardy. If you just can't wait to get some color.
Yeah, I mean, everybody after this cold weather, I mean, it was brutal on a lot of plants.
Yes.
Couple of things I want to make sure people do is if you had your plants covered, uncover them. As soon as it starts staying above freezing, because the sun's going to come out and start to bake them if you leave them covered. So you want to uncover them because you don't want to save them from the cold and then damage them with the heat.
I know.
So uncover your plants. And a lot of plants look really bad, and if you want to add some color to your garden, these violas, petunias, even pansies, those you can find in the garden center still right now, and those are tough. If you had them planted, they survive the freeze.
Oh,
and if you had some
you don't have to cover them?
Yeah, if you had some areas that look really bad right now, grab some of these and pop them in there, and they're going to look good for months while you're getting ready for the spring to come in.
Will they last into the spring season? Will they last into the summer or not so much?
Yeah, these are really nice plants, and if you plant them where they get morning sun and not the afternoon sun, there's several of the varieties of these, the violas, the petunias, and the pansies, that they will actually survive all summer long because they're just getting that warm summer morning sun.
They are so pretty, and they come in so many different colors, too.
Yeah.
You can kind of get whatever you're
you get the
for.
Mardi Gras colors going.
Absolutely. You mentioned soil testing. This is something that, like, even my family has used. The LSU Ag Center is a great resource for this. Tell me what it does, why it's important.
Yeah, well, transitioning now, this is a good time to do your soil testing. If you haven't tested it in a year, then you really need to test it because things go on, things change. And what the soil testing does, it gives you an idea of what you have there already. So it's like, the basics that you're starting with. And it helps you to utilize your fertilizer more efficiently. It helps you to see how much organic matter you have there, so you can add organic matter, and that keeps all those soil microorganisms. Yes, the compost that's there, and that keeps the soil microbes. You want to feed them because you want the soil is alive and living, and you want to feed those little guys in there that help your plants look better. So give them the compost, and it also helps you from adding too much, and you can sometimes have runoff. And
like
so.
That.
That's where you want to go because it's kind of like if you don't do a soil test, you're sticking the roots of these plants that you love, expensive or not, you're sticking them in something that you don't know what's there.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're just
a great
hoping
point.
it's good for your plants.
And it does change year after year. I guess we're due to try and get another soil test here soon. So you send a sample to the LSU Ag Center, and they send you back your test results. Should you do this when you're planting food or when you're planting, like, pretty flowers, or both?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you only do it.
It's very inexpensive. I should point out, this is not an expensive thing to do.
It's not really expensive at all.
In fact, it could save you a lot of money in expensive fertilizer or things that you may not need. You may have great soil just sitting there, but you won't know that unless you get it tested.
That's right, and so you definitely want to test it because that, like I said, that gives you your picture to start with.
All right.
And like you said, everybody needs to do it at least once every other year. I actually recommend it once a year. And even, like you said, it's not very expensive, $11 or so, and you can do that between seasons from your transitioning from the cool to the warm and see what your last crop took out of the soil that you need to add back.
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. And then, it also just sets you up for success for all of those spring and summertime crops that we're going to be enjoying. Thanks so much, Dr. Joe. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.